Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving. We're here at Gladiator.com. We're going to do our Thanksgiving holiday special. What we're going to try to do today is we're going to do Thanksgiving in one pan. I've watched a lot of cooking shows. I've been watching everybody's shortcuts, and I'm going to give you a shortcut. Alright, this kind of setup is not great if you're going to do dinner for a whole bunch of people. If you got 2 people, maybe a small family of 4, this is like the easiest way to go. Alright, so what we're going to start doing, we're going to turn on our pan. Theoretically, we're going to turn on our pan. And then we're going to throw some butter in this. We're going to make stuffing. Now, as far as shortcuts go, you really can't get much shorter than something conventional like stovetop stuffing. But you're never going to wow anybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a couple cheap steps on how to get that stuffing to taste homemade even though it's not homemade. Step 1 we've done is we have some Pepperidge Farms raisin bread here. Diced it up for you. So we're going to take that and we're going to put the regular stovetop in there, right? And now the recipe for this says boil water, blah blah blah. We don't do that. We're just gonna put some chicken stock in there, right? And then in our pan, where I said we're gonna make our cheats, we're gonna put in some craisins, and we're gonna do an onion and a celery in there, because you want to make it crunchy, you know. If you were to do like real stuffing, you know, all kinds of hearty shit in there. All kinds of crazy shit going on. You don't have to make it too small because you're going to, you know, it's going to bake and get all soft. So basically, we're just putting celery as if it was homemade. We're not going to do all the craziness of the homemade. But before we start that, even with that butter, you can check the butter's getting all wet already. We're going to butter up some onions. So basically, when you do that, you just cut the onions as small as you want. They get soft and the whole aromatics bullshit stuff. Tastes pretty good. I didn't pre-cut the onion because I think people like to see a little knife skill action. You know, I'm not going to go fancy tricks or anything. So you're cutting the onion, deliberately chunking it up. I mean, some people are big at dice fan. I'm an onion guy, so I like onion. We're going to put that in there. I give the onions a couple minutes before we put the celery in. But then we're going to put the celery in. So in here, again, we put our chicken stock in there with our celery, getting it wet. And when it bakes, it's all, you know, it's bread, it's all cooked and everything. That's the main part. Let's do a little, getting our buttery going. We'll take a quick second and get our bird ready. I bought turkey London broil. It's the breast cut off, pretty fancy, not too much skin because, you know, missing some calories here and there. What I got in this pan here is I got some celery leaves, some fresh mint, and over here I got pesto ice cubes. I'm not sure if you saw that episode of the show, but you make pesto in a tray, in the ice tray, and you put them individually wrapped. So whenever you need a little pesto, boom, you got an ice cube. It's good forever. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the pesto on the bottom for the herbs, right? And we're gonna put the lettuce on top of that. I mean the celery and the mint. And then we're gonna put that puppy in our one pan. I was telling you we're gonna do all in one pan. This is our one pan. Our bird's gonna be here. Baked potato, sweet potato, green bean, and the stuffing. This right here is some butter that I've folded in the holiday seasoning rub, and we're just gonna take that and we're gonna put that on top of the bird. Spread that out. Real butter, none of that margarine bullshit today. You know, the rest of the year I use butter spray and other shit around the house, but Thanksgiving. Now that's gonna get all brown and crispy, so that's ready to go. I gotta wash my hands, not for cleanliness or anything, but ooh, how's it looking? Getting buttery onions over there. So we got this going. I'm gonna throw our celery in there, and once this gets cooked down a little bit, we'll mix that into our stuffing, put it in the thing. Now, as far as sweet potatoes go, got yourself sweet potato. We cut off the things so they'll stack. We got 2 of those. I've scored the inside of the sweet potato so it'll accept brown sugar. Put them in a little thing. You know, everybody knows these. Right on puppies there. Put our brown sugar right on top of the sweet potato. Now I actually microwave them for 2 minutes so that they're about half cooked. Because you don't want to do it too long in the thing. So that's that. Now, What the next thing we're doing is our double stuffed baked potatoes. Keep in mind that this is definitely more work than it should be. But these are some, leftover baked potatoes, or if you want to microwave a little baked potato first, you do that. You don't have to take all the meat out. Some people, you're going to kill yourself trying to get all the meat out. I have extra here in case I screw one of them up. But these are something that's nice leftover. Like, you make a couple extra of these. You can eat these high in the middle of the night. You can eat these in the morning. Now, I live with a friend that likes to midnight snack, per se. And so, these aren't going to see the morning. One way or another, they're all gone. So you got that, right? Now, that might not be enough stuff, so I like to cheat. What I got here is some canned cooked potatoes. I'm going to put them in there. We're going to make real mashed potatoes, but this is going to need a minute because it's not hot anymore. So we're going to put that in there for a minute. And when that comes out, it's going to go right into the KitchenAid. Come on over to KitchenAid, where we're going to throw a nice liberal scoop of butter. We're going to, I'm a big fan of the cheap garlic. I don't like the peel and shuck. Little roasted garlic in there. Also I put up some diced cheese, some mozzarella, and some cheddar. Throw that in there. And all we have to do now is add the hot potatoes and get her going. Looking good. I'm starting to get some brown on my onions. Almost ready to add the next step. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm going to put some apple in this stuff. Do like a harvest style. I only like this because, my girl Rachel Ray, big fan of the apples. She tells a story every week about how she used to live in apple country. I don't know if she's telling the truth or anything, but, I put some apples in it. We got a situation here. We like situations. Stuffing's a lot of work, and I'm making way too much stuffing for 2 people. But again, it's one of those leftover things. Tomorrow we're going to have bird leftover. We're going to have stuffing leftover. We're going to have cranberry sauce leftover. So we can make ourselves a sandwich anytime we want. So that's going. Another missing ingredient here is a green bean casserole. Now green beans aren't going to be in the oven for an hour. That'd be ridiculous. Oh, are the potatoes already? Got hot potatoes. We go right into the KitchenAid. Put that puppy down. Let that go. We'll come back. Right. I'm out of milk, so I'm going to put a little chicken stock in the mashed potatoes. Well, that looks good. A little more softening on that. Alright. Sometimes I like green bean almondines, red almonds, we go with the nuts. Shortcut. Boom. Now you're wondering why I'm not putting this in the foil. It's because what I'm going to do here is this is going to go in not as long for an hour. Same kind of thing. Little chicken stock in there. Because when it's in the oven everything gets wet. We're going to put a little bit of butter in there because everybody likes butter. Butter makes it better, baby. And I saw this on the other show too. You did a little orange rind. You don't eat the orange rind, but it infuses all the flavor. So when we make the green beans, we're going to put that puppy in there. That's going to go. Again, because I'm a shortcut cook, we're going to give that 2 minutes in the microwave. We'll come back to it later. Our stuffing mix is ready to go. I'm going to put all this in here. And we're going to liberally toss that. We're talking no-cut cooking. I'm not going to commercials yet. We're probably like 10 minutes in or so. Things are good. A little more fire on this. Good on that. Good on there. And now we're going to place our guys in their room here. A little tight here. A little tight, maybe we want to do 4. Alright, so what we got going on. Our mashed potatoes are done. Homemade mashed potatoes.